Hello my friends, Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have a Stampin' Show and Tell to share with you today. I'm also going to introduce to you this Wonderful World bundle that is part of Sale-a-bration that starts on Friday, July 1st. This is an item you can earn during Sale-a-bration. Sale-a-bration is our twice a year promotion where for every $50 increment of products you buy, you get to choose a free item. And there's a few that when you buy a $100 increment worth of item, you can choose these as a free item. This happens to be a $100 item. So the Designer Series paper along with the coordinating stamp set, Wonderful World, is a bundle in Sale-a-bration. So if you place a $100 order starting on July 1st, running all of July or August, you could choose this as your free product. Now, I'm going to host a special summer Sale-a-bration 9-card project that features just this bundle. So if you purchase with me, if you place a $100 order, if you choose to pick up this Wonderful World bundle as your freebie, you will also gain access to 9 extra card tutorials and videos. I will do show and tells, take you through the projects that I'm going to post one every Friday during July and August. So there's a total of 9 Fridays. So there'll be 9 special exclusive card tutorials I share featuring these products. So if you want to go ahead and stamp with me all summer long, once a week, or you can save them all for the end of the summer, do a whole stamp staycation when you want to. I will release them once a week throughout the summer, and you can use your new products to do a fun project each week. So I thought that was going to be kind of fun. So if you shop with me and you place the $100 order, you will immediately be put into my email list to receive access to those. If you shop with another demonstrator, or if you are a demonstrator and you would like to have access to these classes that I'm offering, these 9 cards, just contact me. You can send me a message or email me through my website, and I'm going to charge $30 for the class. So if you want access to the tutorials and the videos, just contact me and we'll get that taken care of for you. Okay, so I do have a card I'm going to feature today using this bundle. So we're going to be doing a fun fold card, and I'm going to take you through that right now. Okay, so I'm using my template for this Easy Skinny Z Fold card, and today I've decided to do So Saffron. So I have my So Saffron card base, and what I've done is it's an 8.5 by 11. I've scored it at 4 1/4 for the center and then 1 1/4 for that front flap. So as you can see, it's a skinny Z fold. Okay, and then I'm just going to crease that with my bone folder. Now I've picked this paper for today. Okay, I'm showing you the So Saffron Daffodil Delight stripe side, but the other side is this fun green pattern. So paper has 2 sides. You could choose to put it together either way. You could choose to do it on mossy metal card instead, but I'm going to do the So Saffron. So I'm just going to go ahead and add my DSP panels to my card right now. So you can probably imagine one of the skinny good ones goes right here. So I'm just going to put some liquid adhesive on there and just position this here. I liked these stripes. I thought they were very summery and kind of neutral. They weren't going to steal away from our focal point. Now I'm going to add the second skinny one to this exposed inner edge right here. And these are cut at 5 1/4, so there's a little bit of a border above and below them. Now this is where you have a choice. You can either cut another panel, or you can place one on the inside, or you could place one on the outside, right, like that. I'm going to choose today to put it on the inside, and I'm going to stamp on it, so I'm not going to do it yet, but I'm going to put one here, and then I have a liner to go over there. But both of those are going to get sentiments before I put them down, so I'm just going to hold off on that for a minute. Okay, so now what am I going to do for my focal point on the front? Okay, so I've cut another piece of So Saffron, and I've already run it through my Twigs and Sprigs embossing folder. This is a new folder for me. It also comes with a coordinating die set, so it'll cut out all of these images separately for you. So I'm going to use that as my focal point to build on today, and I'm just going to put that on just like that. So I'm just going to put some adhesive right there. Don't go too high or too low. I'm just going to position this kind of centered on the card. I'm just going to press that down to adhere it. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to do some stamping. So I'm going to bring in my piece of basic white, and I've got this big bloom stamp here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp with two different purples. I've got Highland Heather, which is the lighter of the two, so I'm just stamping the whole, inking the whole image with that. Then I'm coming in with a dauber, and this one is Gorgeous Grape, and I'm going to put in some highlights of the darker color, just so that when I stamp it, we'll kind of have a two-tone image. Now, one more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a chamois. You can see mine is very, very well used, and I'm going to clean off the stems, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Write marker to put some green ink. I'm using Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to use my paintbrush tip, and I'm just going to paint my stems to be the green, so that I've got three colors going on, the two-tone purple, and then the stems are going to be this green Mossy Meadow, which coordinates with the paper, so Mossy Meadow is one of those colors that will come in handy for our card projects this summer. Now I'm just going to huff it, so you just kind of breathe on it to moisten the ink. Alright, now I'm just going to stamp this down. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to come in and do some fussy cutting. So I'm just going to come right up the stem and around this little leaf, and then I'm just going to go right around my image. So I've actually done this twice already. I'm going to tell you that you would do it 3 times for the project. We're going to use 3 stems for our focal point on the front. So just go ahead and trim away the scrap on your image. And I'm just kind of going in and out on these points to define some of that detail. So when you fussy cut, right, I've said this before, you can leave a little bit of a white ghosted edge. You can cut really close if you want to take the time and have the patience. It's your card. You decide how much detail trimming you want to do. Sometimes images are easier than others to get in and out of, but we all have our different skill levels, so you do it the way it makes you happy. Alright, so we're just coming around. So while I'm talking, so this set has 3 images of flowers, right? And the paper has about maybe 9 different flower images totally used, but these ones in the stamp set are mimicked in the paper, so they are going to coordinate. And it's going to be really easy for us to come together and make some fun projects over the summer using just these products. Now, if you're going to join me for my class, you're going to probably want a sentiment stamp set to go with this, since this is just images. I think I'm going to be using the one I'm using today, the Celebrating You, for most of my projects, but you certainly can use any sentiments that you enjoy using on your cards. If you're not in the market for a new stamp set, that's totally fine. And then the other thing too is I'll be using embossing folders and probably dies for different parts of my projects, but you know, you can always substitute, right? Anything that you already have if you don't have exactly what I'm using. So don't feel like if you join me and you don't have exactly what I have in my makings that you're stuck, because you just use a substitute product that gets the same thing done. So whether it's a different tag or a tag punch or a die set, or if you do more fussy cutting and I do some die cutting, it doesn't matter, right? It's going to be your card. You're going to make it your way. I'm just going to be giving you the idea and showing you different fun techniques of putting it all together. Okay, so now I've done that 3 times, right? Magic of television. I have 3. Okay, so I'm going to add these to the front of my card, and I'm going to go ahead and pop them all up. So I'm just going to add, let's see, I better do these one at a time. So I'm going to add the center image first, and then I'll work left and right. So my center image, I'm going to go kind of high, center, all right? Now, this is where I need to be careful. So I'm going to put this one kind of tucked behind, so it's layered. Now I need to put my dimensional down on my saffron piece and not have it overlapping. So I'm tucking these underneath for placement instead of putting them on first. Okay, and then I have another one for over here. We go over or we could go under. Let's see. Let's be over. That would be kind of under and behind. Go a little bit lower. How's that? Everybody agree? So again, when it's your card, you make it however you want to make it. Okay, so there's mine. Okay, so now I have a piece of Highland Heather. This is just cardstock. I'm going to make a little paper ribbon here. Okay, and I think I'm just going to put that down with adhesive. So I'm just going to go from edge to edge. So I'm just going to put my adhesive right over the top here. Just drag it from side to side. And you can tell my piece is longer, but that's okay. I'll just trim it off. So I'm just going to push this down for a paper ribbon and press that in so that it adheres for a second. Okay, and then it's too long, but that's okay. So I'm just going to open up my card, flip it over, take my paper snips, come right in there, and just trim right along the edge. No worries. Nice paper ribbon, good way to use up some scraps. So coordinating colors, right? And then I've done a tag already. I used the Stylish Shapes dies. There are squares, there are circles, and there are these banners, and I've trimmed out the banner on my embossing machine, and I'm going to stamp thank you for the front. So I'm going to use the darker purple. I'm going to stamp it kind of on the side here. Okay, so that's just going to go down, and I'm going to put that, can you guess, right on that Highland Heather banner. So that's going to go right there on the front. Now for the inside, that one's going to stay plain. Now this one I'm going to stamp on. So this one I'm stamping this other sentiment from the same Celebrating You stamp set. I'm going to line this up, cut everything square. I'm just going to stamp this on that panel. There we go. And then that's going to go on the inside. So there'll be plenty of space to write a message on the white part. And of course you could reverse these. If you want the white on this side and the panel on that side, you can certainly do that. Because it's your card, you can make it your way, right? Just like if you wanted to add another panel of DSP to the front, you could. So there's that. Tra-lum, tra-la. Okay, so the other thing you could do, right, totally up to you, is if you wanted this to stay shut, then you would just add a little bit of adhesive here, and you could press that panel down, and then that would stay folded back for you. So there we go, guys. There is my fun project for today. And remember, kicking off my summer celebration summer class featuring this wonderful world with its designer series papers. To participate for free, you just have to purchase with me during celebration. I will share my shopping link below along with my blog post for today's project and a blog post for all of the information on this new class. So you know how you can participate and you know how you can purchase the class if you aren't shopping with me directly. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment and I will get back to you lickety-split. Alright guys, I'm really excited to be sharing a fun class with you this summer, and I will see you all on Friday for another fun project, especially if you're doing this class with me. Alright everybody, do some fun stamping today. Bye-bye.